Hello worldo, this is Gemini Wolfstar Gaming, it's Anton, and welcome back to more Robotics Notes DaSH. Last time not too terribly much happened, still more talking going on between everyone, but I think my biggest takeaway from last time is what I went off on about Kimijima, of him being a sentient data. So now that I've made that classification, I feel like that is appropriate given what he's able to do now. So all we need to do is take him downtown and take him out again. But first, more talking. I'm betting. I hope we get further along here and not just do a bunch of talking and planning. It's like, I would like to see a little more more proactive stuff.
Maybe he is always one step ahead of us. The thought goes through my mind. Of course, I could just be overthinking things and it might actually work, depending on how we do it.
Sure.
If we tried multiple approaches, there's a chance one of them might work.
Yeah, if one thing doesn't work, try another thing, yeah.
However, there's no room for failure.
I mean, that is kind of true. I mean, the more we fail, the more they fail, the more they have to, keep trying and trying to get some kind of result. And we can't take a whole ton of time doing that. We need to, we need to get things down so that we can take care of Kimijima. We can't just, sit around with our thumbs up our butt and just sit around just talking about what we're gonna do and try and get into whatever Daru is trying to hack into. I can't remember now. But they can't just keep trying. They do have to get somewhere with what they're doing.
We only have one chance.
Yes.
ここロンドンのピカデリーサーカスではすでにほとんどの商店のガラスが割られ商品が奪われる事態に。
And while we're figuring it out, the situation keeps getting worse.
Of course. It's like this is slowly becoming a global thing. Before we know it, Kimijima will have America under his boot.
すべての原因がロボットにあるとしたボートにより、多くのロボットが破壊される事態に至っており。
Oh, really? Many robots have been destroyed already in people trying to fight back? Well, that's kind of impressive, actually. That people are managing to do that.
The impatience from time slipping away is getting to us.
Mazda の職員は残った2人を除いてみんな避難できたそうです。
そっか。
ですが通信所の敷地内にすでにロボットたちが入り込んできているみたいで、占拠されるのも時間の問題かと。
Yeah, it's always a matter of time with these kind of situations. Always.
橋田さん、 これを。
Senomiya Mizuki-san shows me her phone droid screen. What's happening now?
Is it something even worse?
It displays an overseas news program.
Over 20 harp hijacked. Okay. That's really bad, right? And it's around the world too. Man. Like are they in the same places as that list that we saw before? I wonder.
I don't understand what's being said as the newscaster is speaking fast in English. However, I recognize the facilities shown in the back.
Oh, he does.
It shows crosses connected over a vast expanse of land.
アメリカのミルトンヒルレディオオブザベートリー、プラットビルアトモスフェリックオブザベートリー。
It's like a half English, a half Japanese. At least that's what it sounds like.
ロシアのスラファシリティ。
Sura facility.
インドのナショナル MST レーダーファシリティ。
Facility. They usually say "san" at the end when needed, but I swear with Misane, is it actually different? Is Daru actually referring to her as Miss Mizuki and not like Mizuki-san? Because I've been a little unsure, and this is I think this is the first time that he's referred to her just by her given name and not by her full name in this way. So now I'm wondering,
What?
Mizuki-san, I've already committed to saying san.
Recites like a spell or...
ペルーのヒカマルカレディオオブザベートリー。オーストラリアのジンダリーオペレーショナルレーダーネットワーク。
Jindali. That's kind of a funny name.
中国のチャイナリサーチインスティテュートオブレディオウェブプロパゲーション。
Propagation.
Wow, could this be...
ミサネ、何なの？
ハープだ。ハープのある場所だよ。
Okay, they're just saying is that as harp, but with the double A, I want to say it as harp because that's just me. That just being silly. I've already committed to it. Harp. I have to say it as Daru now. Harp. That's kind of weird to do in my Daru voice.
High Frequency Active Aurora Research Program.
That's what HARP is short for. Have we learned that before? I can't remember.
A facility found all over the world for the purpose of observing aurora activity.
Oh. So, like, in Tanegashima, we always have a background image of an aurora. So what does that mean for HARP and for Tanegashima in particular?
However, due to its characteristic generating electromagnetic waves, Some claim that they are used for weather warfare.
Oh. Okay, so they're using the northern lights as weather warfare? How exactly? Or am I reading into that wrong?
世界各地にあるハープが一斉にジャックされているようです。その数20機以上。
At least 20. Man, I feel like that's just the beginning of the harps harp. It's like now that I'm hearing them say it, it's like I'm it's gonna be a little difficult for me to actually say it the way I want to say it now. But I feel like this is just the beginning of harp facilities being taken over. 20 of them? That's kind of a small number, isn't it? I mean, I feel like the number should be larger.
Seriously, he took over the harps too? This is really terrible.
ハープだけじゃありません。アメリカのスーパーコンピュータータイタンとセコイアもほぼ同時にジャックされたとの情報が。それと
Very appropriate names for supercomputers, Titan and Sequoia.
どうやら日本のケイも。
K.
His hands have now reached America and Japan.
His digital evil hands, yes.
This also means Kimijima Co. is now really on the move.
I mean, he has been.
This is all hearsay, but so far only some leaders are believed to be the targets of brainwashing.
Like that Chancellor Lazar, right?
However, now, HARP-related facilities all over the world are in his hands. If he achieves singularity, it's beyond certain that the electromagnetic waves will be generated across the world to brainwash people. When that happens, all that's left for us is a world not controlled by the ruling class, but by Kimijima Co., an AI that surpassed humanity.
An AI that surpassed humanity. That's a great way to put it, but at the same time, I feel that Kimijima has not just surpassed humanity, but has, like, surpassed it and done several laps around humanity. Like he's running the triathlon. I don't know. That's how I'm looking at it.
見てください。
公共交通機関は全線運転見合わせとなりました。新宿駅では大きな混乱が起きており、非常に危険な状態です。
Global infrastructure crisis hits Japan. Transportation deeply affected. Crowd stuck at Shinjuku Station. Oh, trains postponed. JR line Tokyo, Osaka, Kyoto, Nagoya, etc. All the lines are postponed. The trains are postponed on all those lines. Damn.
「現在再開のめどは立っておりません」。
またバスやタクシーの乗り場にも多くの人が列をなしており、 多数の帰宅困難者が出る恐れがあると思われます。首都圏近郊のスーパーでは飲料水や携帯用のガスボンベだけでなく、食料品などの品切れも多く見られ、人々は不安の声を上げております。しかしながらこの混乱の最中、政府からは何の声明も出ておらず。
Of course they have.
I frantically checked Tweepo.
For a second there, I thought I accidentally brought up Daru's phone droid.
There was no need to search.
I've been told to stay inside my hotel since yesterday, but I have nothing to do. Everything outside looks like a crisis. I didn't read the first one. Man. Germany is done? Ooh.
Everyone everywhere is talking about it.
I live in Berlin and physical transportation is totally down. Due to that, people are buying from markets and items are running low. If this continues, it will be very dangerous. Jesus.
The crisis that was mainly happening in Europe has finally appeared in Japan.
Compared to the cities in Japan, European cities used to be surrounded by walls, so inevitably people and things concentrate within an area. That's why it's such a problem when something like this happens.
電話してあげて。
え？
奥さんやお子さん心配でしょ。
ありがとう。できるだけ外には出ないように。こっちは大丈夫。ありがとう。
I hang up the phone and take a breath of relief.
どうでした？
今のところは大丈夫だって。
That's good.
そうですか。よかった。
Same. I'm very glad that they're fine.
My wife was ready for this to happen because I had a chance to talk to her before coming here.
Okay, so she had a heads up. That's good.
Of course, even if that's the case, I don't feel easy about it.
商店は襲われ、街のあちこちからは煙が上っております。
Checking the TV reveals that riots are happening in some parts of America. It looks like the people of Japan are still keeping their cool, but you can't guarantee it won't soon look like America.
Yeah, because Americans blow things out of proportion.
Huh?
Suddenly, the video playing on the screen turns black. And then...
Countdown?
なんぞこれ。
That sound effect. Jesus. It sounds like a nuclear reactor went off. Great, now we have a countdown. So we have 11 hours to come up with a plan to take down Kimijima. Oh, great. Can they do it in time?
カウントダウンですね。
I actually said countdown in English. Huh.
We understood what it meant right away. It's the time we have left. At 9, 12 hours from now,
Is when the counter hits 0. It's 12 hours, not 11.
that is... 000 in GMT. And then, when that count is 0, he will achieve singularity and
the world's over. The world as they know it is over.
We stand there at a loss for words after the countdown suddenly started. I'm sure people all over the world are in more of a panic. Yeah.
Hashida-san.
Yes? Or yes? Sawada-kun returns. Right now, the only hope we have is Sawada-kun. But he looks pretty desperate.
どうだった
Sawada-kun slowly shakes his head to the left and right at my question.
ダメです。やはりどの国も上層部が混乱していて、とてもじゃないが、まともな話ができる状態じゃない。
そっか。
So now the plan to physically destroy the military weather satellite is gone.
Okay. So now what then?
Even on TV, they said there is a chance that the upper levels of each country have been brainwashed.
Already. Wow. Wow.
Perhaps Kimijima-ko thought of this and made a move first.
He very well could have, yes.
The real Kimijima-ko won't be so easy as I expected. Now the only thing left is the plan I thought of earlier. But will it even work?
That's the question. That's the $1 million question. Will it work?
In a situation like this, what would Okarin do?
Really, he's wondering what Okabe would do in this situation. I mean, that's kind of interesting to think about what Okabe would do.
My phone droid's ringtone. Right now?
Okarin からだ
He's like, I have Okarin and then my favorite right arm. And of course, my favorite right arm is referring to Daru.
My favorite right arm. The reception here is not great, so I'll message you via chat instead.
I mean, technically this is Daru reading it, so... Oh, and Kyoma has entered the room. It's like, say hello to Ho and Kyoma. My favorite right arm, oh, that's what I just read. Okay. Now we're getting into some of the best music here.
I did some research on this Kimijima-ko you mentioned yesterday. With that in mind, here's what we know.
Well, I don't know, but should I be reading this in my normal voice? Seeing that Okabe would be from my own voice? This incident is definitely caused by Kimijima-ko. Most likely, he is trying to achieve singularity as an AI.
Okarin and the others came to the same conclusion as we did.
I take it the next line will be reading this next line that's on screen. Or no?
オカリンおじさんは何と？
やっぱりオカリンたちも今回のことは君島公がシンギュラリティに到達するために行っているって。
I thought that was obvious.
現在起きていることを考えると敵は一筋縄ではいかない。対抗できるとしたらその方法は。
Okay, there it is. That's the line that was on screen that he didn't read, that he's just now reading. Thank you, Daru.
対抗できるとしたら、
その方法はすでにお前にも分かっているはずだ。
There's only one way it will work. And you already know what it is. Is Okabe getting at what what I think he's getting at? Are we gonna Are we gonna send a D-mail?
案ずるな、お前はきっと間違ってはいない。なぜならお前は俺が最も信頼を置くスーパーハッカーなのだから。
Yes.
そしてお前には仲間がいる。我らがラボメンという強い仲間たちが。そしてきっと今周りにいるであろう新たな仲間が。お前はお前にできることをやれ。俺たちみんなが喜んで力を貸そう。
I have this big smile on my face. It's like, Okabe cares. He cares about his friend, and even though he's never met, Kaito and the Robot Club, it's like, he cares about the friends that Daru has made. And of course, he will help as best as he can to help them. That's great.
My favorite right arm, Hashida Itaru. お前ならできる。
Okabe has a lot of faith and trust in his friends. So, no pressure, right?
本当、中二病を打つ。
Everyone is looking at me. I see a quiet fire burning in their eyes. But as Okarin said,
Like, just as Okarin said, I completely read that wrong.
I have my friends. And the lab mem I can rely on.
Yeah.
If they lend me their strength,
It's like, lend me your power! It's like, through the bonds of friendship. It's like, my friends are my power, right? to borrow a quote from Kingdom Hearts.
果たしてこれがうまくいくかどうかはわからない。
I say, looking at everyone around me.
でも、おそらく今の君島公に対抗するにはこの方法しかないと僕は思う。
I'm sure that they can pull off another miracle. One that will defeat Kimijima once and for all.
これはとても危険な戦いになる。だから無理強いはできない。それでももしお願いできるなら。
もちろん。
Yashio-Q nods before I even finish speaking. Everyone else nods with him. Seriously.
Seriously, what?
At times like this, you should listen all the way to the end before giving an answer.
I mean, yes, you should.
よし。それじゃあ、作戦について説明するよ。
Okay, what do you have, Daru?
The plan is simple. First, we create the anti-Kimijima Co program.
I'm not entirely sure how to say this. Antares? Antares? Am I saying that right at all?
Then, with select members, we enter the Space Communication Center in Masuda and access the military weather satellite that Kimijima Co should be in.
Alright. So, how far away is this satellite exactly? And how are they going to send the program? Oh no, wait. They're going to access the military weather satellite that Kimijima is in and send the program to that satellite via the Space Communication Center. Of course. What was I thinking?
Lastly, we limit Kimijima Co's movement by hitting it with Antares. That's it.
I hope they say this name so I know exactly how to pronounce it.
It's not the best idea, but for now, that's all we got.
そうやって並べると簡単そうだけど、正直かなり高いハードルだよね、それ。
I mean, it is, yes, very much so a daunting task. Even more so than the first game, I feel.
As Yashu-kun says, the difficulty level is as high as Mount Everest.
What a comparison. What a comparison.
Will we be able to finish creating Antares, the anti-Kimijima Co program, in the little time we have left?
In under 12 hours? Yeah.
On top of that, how will we get through the barricade of robots to reach the Masuda facility?
Good question.
Even if we got in safely, if the system isn't back up, there's nothing we can do. What's more, even if the system is usable, we only have one chance. Due to the characteristics of the plan, we only have a small window.
Like, how small are we talking here?
まずはアンチ君島港プログラムアンタレスだが、これはフラウタンに頼むしかない。
Okay, I think I said it right. Antares. No, wait.
しょうがないにゃ。
All of a sudden she's meowing.
まずはアンチ君島港プログラムアンタレスだが、これはフラウタンに。
Yeah, Antares. Lucky guess.
でも AI なんて専門外ですしお寿司。
No, it's not. No, it's not, Frau. Come on. You... Genki and Rosetta? Hello? You created them on your phone.
それについては AI の専門家と連携を取って作成してもらう。
Oh, with an AI specialist. Who would that be?
冷や城真帆女子って言うんだけどね、アメリカにいる。
Of course. How could I forget about Maho?
やるしかないわめ。
It's like, that's Maho's expertise. Of course. I completely forgot. It's been so long since I played Steins Gate Zero. God, I should really play Steins Gate Zero as well as the first Steins Gate game again. It's like, I can't even remember the last time I played them, to be honest.
君島港に接触するためのハッキングは僕が受け持つ。問題はどうやって増田に接近するかだけど。
I'm sure the entire entrance area around the Space Communication Center is blocked by robots. Most of the robots on the island are in his hands, an extreme number of them to boot.
Yeah. Way too many to count, right?
All we have on our end are trucks and heavy machinery.
Is that gonna be enough?
But we already know those are no match since the barricade was destroyed. We can force our way through using dozens of heavy machinery units, but there is a chance that the drivers may be severely injured.
That's not good.
There's no way I can ask anyone to do that.
私、志願します。
ダメだ、そんな危険なことを。
Oh, come on, Daru. It's like Nae can't handle herself.
でも、他に方法なんて。方法ならあるよ。
Akiho?
Somebody speaks as the entrance door opens. I turn to see...
アキタン、それにスバルキュンにジュンタンも。
It's like they've come back. Everything squared away with your families? Your family's doing good? I hope. I'm sure they are, but still, it's like, can't help but wonder.
アキちゃん、方法って？
ロボットたちを陽動して、増田の施設への道を開けばいいんだよね。
Yes.
目には目を、歯には歯を、ロボットにはロボットをです。
Sure, yeah, are you saying that we should, use one of the gun builds? Haven't they been taken over?
何言ってんの？島のロボットはほとんどが。
違うよ。君島港の管理下に入っちゃったロボットはオンラインで操作されるものだけ。
Oh. And Gun Build 1 and Gun Build 2 are like old school. They're old school, so they can't be controlled by Kimijima. Of course. Why didn't I think of that? Oh my god. So they can still use their gun build robots. Okay, so which one? Which one of them?
オンラインに接続されていないものは操られていない。
そっか、スーパーガンツクワン
Or two. Daru just realized it too.
I see. She's right.
Yeah. Well, although I guess gun build 2 doesn't have the fighting capability. Gunbuild 1 does, though. As we can see here.
Super Gunbuild 1 was created by Central T Robot Club over generations. It doesn't have high-spec functions such as online connection.
Yeah. Completely old school, baby.
So it can't be controlled by Kimijima Co.
He would expect them to use Gunbuild 1 again, though, wouldn't he?
Even with that said,
その一体だけでなんとかなるのか?
I certainly hope so, because Gunbuild 2 doesn't have the, capabilities to, fight properly.
He's right. Awaiting us are multiple robots of all sizes. To use just one unit to take all of them on, that action would involve an immense amount of danger.
せめてもう一体くらいあれば。
So they are gonna use Gunbuild 2? But it doesn't have any, features to really fight, right? They didn't build it that way.
使えるロボットはもう一体あるよ。神なぎがね。
Oh. The Kaminagi. Yeah, we went into this in the first game. Created by Exoskeleton Company, a prototype 5-meter high bipedal robot installed inside the multi-legged hug robot Sumaragi. Its model number is Hug X01. It's called a boarding type hug. Boarding type. By having the passenger board this robot, they are able to also control Sumaragi. Oh. Right, and there's another Sumaragi. There we go. That's our second robot.
The controls follow a master-slave system, and, just like the Hug, it syncs with the movement of the pilot's arms and legs.
Kaminagi? ってなんぞ? スメラギじゃなくて?
They go hand in hand.
I'm confused, so Akitan explains it to me.
It's like, gotta get Daru up to speed here.
Kaminagi is a boardable hug. It allows a pilot to control the Sumaragi by boarding it.
I just read this in the tip.
Compared to the many-legged Sumaragi, the Kaminagi...
It's like Sumaragi, Kaminagi. It's like, how many Agis am I gonna say?
The Kiminagi only has 2 legs and is about 5 meters tall. It looks like a huge spider with 2 human legs coming out of its stomach.
that just like gives me the image of John Hurt in Alien. It's like bleh.
After it was explained, I remember all about it. The Robot Club's battle half a year ago. I was watching it live at the time. After defeating the Sumaragi, a bipedal robot appeared.
Yeah.
I heard that it had been taken to the mainland by the police. Besides, the Kaminagi was broken pretty badly.
Did they have the time to fix it?
3日前に戦ったスメラギにも無人のカミナギが装着されてたんだ。それを使うの。
Since it's on a remote island, it couldn't be easily transferred to the mainland. I guess this time that worked in our favor.
Huh.
オンラインには繋がってないの？
You'd think it would, being a newer kind of robot, right? But it's not.
ええ、先日の戦いで通信機能が破壊されたようです。
Oh, haha. Well, another thing in their favor, it looks like.
そのおかげで君島港の管理下に置かれずに済んでいたんです。
Good. It's like we need all the help we can get. And this is like so very fascinating. It's like Gun Build 1 and Sumadagi. Not to mention Kaminagi. Kaminagi. The three of them basically working together when previously they fought against each other. So it's like the enemy of my enemy. The robot enemy of my robot enemy is my robot friend.
They're the former and current presidents of the Robot Club for a reason, including Juntan. They're all amazing.
だけどさ、スーパーガンツクワンもカミナギもどっちも壊れてる。まともに動かせる。
I mean, they don't have a ton of time left. I guess it's time to pull off another miracle with getting them functional again.
それについては心配ね。
Ah! Doc! Oh! And... and Kenichiro! Hi!
The men of the island arrive behind Akitan. The men of the island?
ドク、父さん。
秋穂たちから連絡をもらってね。スーパーガンツクワンもカミナギももうじき中種の旧空港に到着する頃だよ。
もしかしたら必要になるかもしれないと思ってね。
I mean, Akiho thought right. I mean, to take down a bunch of robots, a bunch of evil robots, we gotta have to use robots ourselves. So, there we go, I guess. It's like, once again, robots fighting against robots.
半年前に一度こういうのは経験してるから。
Right.
I see. Thanks to their experience, they prepared quickly.
That's good.
スーパーガンツクワンはすでにスバルによって大方の手配も終わってる。
Oh, really?
新しいパイルバンカーも用意した。というか、スペアとしてずいぶん前から用意しておいた。
Alright, Subaru! It's working quick! Nice! Not to mention Doc. I mean, I'm sure he helped.
問題はカミナギだな。
Oh? What's the problem exactly?
お恥ずかしい話。カミナギについては我々の力だけでは何とも。
So, who can help exactly?
澤田さん、あのカミナギを修理するために力をお貸しいただけますか？
Of course. Because it was created by exoskeleton. Sawada's right here. Of course he would be able to help. All these people that we've come to know who are on our side, it's just an interesting little group of people to come together to fight against an oppressive force. I mean, you have the president of Exoskeleton, the chief of JAXA, a robot doctor. The three of them alone is just like a little pocket of this group, and that little pocket is the most useful part of this group, because they are knowledgeable and have the experience necessary to do what needs to be done in order for them to succeed in taking down Kimijima again. That's not to say that the Robot Club and Daru are not experienced. They are. I mean, the Robot Club is definitely has experience given the first game. Daru, while he hasn't had quite the same experience as the Robot Club, he has his hacking ability. So that's where he really excels, of course, and just is able to provide resources that the Robot Club wouldn't be able to have before. So it's like having these extra people helping the Robot Club is just an immense amount of help. And it's just a testament to, you know, each of these men, of who they are and what they stand for, to really come together, work together towards a common goal, and come out on the other side of that by the end of this and be like, yay, we achieved something great. We've achieved practically the impossible. Taking down a sentient data. I'll get off my soapbox now. Oh! And a bunch of engineers and technicians?
Voices full of motivation rose from the men gathered around, and our feelings rose with them.
やるね、アキちゃん。スバル君にジュンちゃんもこっそり動いてたなんてさ。
Yeah, that was quick thinking. Very quick thinking. Nice.
こういうことするんなら一言言ってくれればいいのに。
Well, they probably didn't want to waste any time in talking about it and just went ahead and did it. It's like they don't have a lot of the time in the world to just talk.
だってねえ、今自分にできることをしなきゃって思って。
先導を多くしてですよ。皆さんは今後のことを考える必要があったでしょう。それを邪魔するくらいなら勝手に動いた方がいいと判断したんです。
That's a very apt metaphor. Thank you, Subaru.
Akitan and Subaru-kun I expected, but even Juntan, who I thought was unreliable, has a strong look in her eye no one would recognize from before.
Wait a minute. Daru has thought that Juna is unreliable? Excuse you, Daru. Excuse you. She is very reliable.
Hashida さん、決まりだね。突入にはスーパーガンツクワンと神凪を使おう。
うん、了解。
スーパーガンツクワンには俺が乗る。神凪はミサネ、大丈夫？
You know, seeing that it definitely fits her. I mean, that it was built to her specifications, right? Built for her body, right? If I'm remembering correctly from the first game, so she's the only one who can control it, right?
入院生活には飽き飽きしていたところよ。第一、こんな時に黙って見ていられるわけがないでしょ。
I love that. I've grown tired of hospital life. It's like, yes, Misane. It's like, join our cause. Become one of us. One of us. One of us.
それに、この島で神凪を操縦できる人間は私しかいないから。
Yeah.
待って。
Akiho?
Akitan raises her voice and steps toward her older sister.
神凪にはうちが乗る。
Oh? Akiho wants to pilot it? Such a look of determination on her face in this CG. It's like she just exclaims with such determination that she wants to pilot Kaminagi. It's like, will it even fit her, though?
うちが神凪に乗る。うちがカイと一緒に戦う。
アキちゃん。
乗る分には問題ない。あれは搭乗者の身長や体型を感知して自動的にフィットする形になっている。
Oh, really? I don't... Did they mention that in the first game? Because for the life of me, I don't remember this coming up before. It can change... It adjusts to fit the height and body shape of the pilot? Well, then if that's the case, then Akiho should be able to control it. Is she ready for something like this? To do something like this?
あくまでも乗る分にはの話だが。
Right.
神凪の操縦は誰でもできるものじゃないわ。高度な訓練が必要よ。しかも長い時間をかけてね。
Which they don't have a whole lot of, unfortunately.
秋には無理よ。
やってみなきゃわからないじゃん。うち知ってるよ。お姉ちゃん平気そうな顔してるけど、本当は半年前の戦いの傷癒えてないよね。
I mean, it's been half a year. How are her wounds not healed yet? it's like seriously, how bad are her wounds?
もうあれに乗れる体じゃない。そうでしょ？
Akiho speaks the truth, doesn't she?
それにカイ、言ったよね。ずっとうちのそばにいるって。それはうちだって同じ。
Aww.
カイが戦ってる時に、ただ見てるなんてもう嫌。
She doesn't want to be just another spectator. She wants to fight alongside her boyfriend. It's like I can completely understand that. Given everything that we saw with her route.
ただ頑張れって声をかけてるだけなんて、そんなの嫌なの。
She wants to be part of actually be part of the fight this time.
だからお願い、うちに戦わせて。
I understand Akitan's feelings. However, given the situation we're in, I think we need Mizuki-san.
アキタン、あのさ。
残された時間は12時間もない。寝る時間はないわよ。できるの？できるの？アキ。
できる。
How? You have no training.
Akitan's eyes shine bright despite how cold Mizuki-san's voice sounds.
体への負担だってあなたが思っている以上にきついわよ。それでもやるの？
Is that why her wounds are so bad? Because the burden on the body of using the Kaminagi is that bad?
やる！うちはやる！カイと一緒にカイの隣で戦う！
Suddenly, Mizuki-san turns on her heels.
お姉ちゃん？
ついてきなさい。
Where is she going?
言っておくけど、手加減はしないわよ。
So, she's going to train Akiho?
わかってる。
いいんですか？
I mean, when Akiho gets an idea in her head, it's hard to get that idea back out. I mean, so you have to kind of go along with it and hope for the best.
知ってるでしょ。ああなったらアキちゃんは止められないって。
Yeah.
確かに。
それに、隣で戦いたいってのは、俺も一緒だしね。
It's like, get a room, you two. Slow dots.
何？
ヤシオくんもそんなこと言うようになったんだって思って。 やりますね、お兄ちゃん。
Good job.
リオ銃を外ろ。
Thank you, Frau, for keeping things real.
はいはい、我々も準備にかかりましょう。
I feel like that's I feel like the exclamations for the engineers and the technicians isn't that there's not enough people who went in to record those exclamations.
The air around was just full of despair, but now is filled with hopefulness.
I mean, you have to experience a little bit of despair before you can get around to being filled with hope.
Is this youth? No, wait. This is the power of the Central T Robot Club.
さてと、それじゃ俺も手伝いを。
あ、ちょい待ち。ヤシオ犬にはもう一つ重大な任務があるんだ。
Important mission? What's this important mission?
任務？スーパーガンツクワンの操縦以外に？
Yeah. What is this mission?
そういうこと。これはヤシオ犬にしかできないことなんだよね。
Only something Kaito can do. What would that be?
俺にしか？
通信所に集結しているロボットは大小合わせて200体以上に上ります。
Damn, 200 robots?
その中の多くは等身大のものです。今回のオペレーションで中心となるのは増田の施設にたどり着くための道を作ること。やるべきことはロボットの妨害を重量で強引に押しのけて蹴散らすだけで十分です。
We're just gonna brute force our way in, are we? Alright.
なので下半身部分を中心に強化しましょ
う。足の走行を厚くするか。鉄板貼り付けるよりはカウキャッチャーを作って取り付けた方が早そうだ。
Cow catcher? What the hell is this? A type of rail guard, a bumper that is attached to the front of a train. Oh, I think I've seen those before. That's what it's called? A cow catcher? Huh. It is used to move obstacles on the railroad, such as cattle, without causing damage to the train. While called a cow catcher, it is not used to catch anything. Nor is it used to catch cows, right? I had to make that joke. While popular on American trains in the 19th century, nowadays they are rarely seen, having been replaced by flat-type rail guards seen all over the world. Alright. Well, I now know a new term and a type of rail guard. Cow catcher.
なるほど。それで行きましょう。ただ、
But what?
問題なのは、同時により小さなロボットを相手にした際の機動力も必要となることでしょうか。蹴散らすだけでは相手を転ばせるのがせいぜいです。すぐに立ち上がってまた迫ってくる。
Really? Just pushing them away will only trip them at most?
そりゃ困ったな。走行が厚くなるとどうしても足回りが悪くなっちまう。
ギアをつけるというのはどうでしょうか。
ギアだ。
ええ、ギアを切り替えてスピード重視とトルク重視を選べるようにするんです。
おお、なるほど。小さいやつにはスピードで、大きめの相手が取り付いた時にはパワーで押し切るってわけか。
はい、二段変速でも十分対応できるかと。
分かってるとは思うが、そいつは結構な改造になるぜ。
僕だってこんな無茶皆さん相手じゃなければ言いませんよ。
へっ、言いやがるな。ロボ部の部長らしくなってきたじゃねえか。
I mean, the Frau wouldn't be the president. Subaru would.
そこまで言われちゃやるしかねえってもんだ。なあ。
Right. Okay, that was multiple voices, and this is supposed to be just one mechanical engineer?
所長、ここなんですが。
ん？
モーター周りが思った以上に熱を持つみたいで、下手をすると他に影響が出る可能性が。
そこはサーマルブランケットを使いましょ
う。They don't have a term in Japanese for a thermal blanket? Multi-layer insulation, or MLI. I've never heard it shortened like that before. Satellites in space experience extreme temperatures. The side facing the sun may reach over 100 degrees Celsius, and the side way from the sun may drop to below 100 degrees Celsius. Whoa. It is used to protect from outside heat and prevent damage to the equipment. It resembles a thin gold cloth and is commercially available.
いいんですか？
これ以上重量が増えると、雷の最大の特徴である機動性が失われます。雷に与えられた役目は、あくまでも敵を撹乱して、橋田さんたちが施設内にたどり着けるようにすることです。それに、設計図を見る限り、その部分は他から荷重が加わることはないはず。サーマルブランケットだけでも機体は耐えられるはずです。それでよろしいですよね。
Yeah, I certainly hope so.
ええ。
所長！何かありましたか？
どうしたんですか？
いや、あまりに的確な指示だったもので、少し驚いたんだが。さすがはJAXAだな。
はい。それに、秋穂ちゃんと美咲さんのお父さんですから。
血は争えないというやつか。
Well, yes, of course it is.
こっち、ご飯炊けました。
This is one place I was not expecting to see Airi in. Subaru's home?
それじゃあ、愛理さんもおにぎり作るの手伝ってくれるかな？はい。大丈夫？眠くない？仮眠取ってもいいからね。平気です。それに、こんな時に自分だけ寝てなんていられないです。それより、ジョナさんのお家、増田の方ですよね。ご家族は大丈夫なんですか？
うん。お父さんも弟たちもちゃんと避難したって。
Oh, a bunch of people are evacuating to get to safety because of the robots. That makes sense.
そうですか。よかったです。自分たちでマスダを取り返すって息巻いてて、説得するの大変だった。いくら空手やってるからってロボットを相手にするのは無茶だよね。
Yeah, karate won't do much good against robots. Unless it's a robot that's doing karate. But,
私も他のみんなみたいに役に立てればいいんだけど。
I'm sure you will, Juna.
それを言うなら私もです。
ほら、魚が焼けた。こいつも具にしなさい。
Fish for dinner?
はい、ありがとうございます。
みんな腹が減ってる。こうやって握り飯を作ってくれるのも立派に役に立っているはずだ。
Rice balls. Mmm.
そうですね。ありがとうございます。
Sorry I'm not saying much. I'm just kind of like taking in all the dialogue. I haven't gotten any narration so far. It's like, so I haven't had a whole lot to really say. I mean, it's just kind of simple dialogue right now. So.
それにしても、なんだ。家の中に女の子がいると随分と明るくなるな。うちはスバルだけだから。
Oh God, Hiramu. I'd leave it at that.
はあ。
ところで、大徳さんだったか。うちのスバルのことを、どう思う？
What are you trying to get at, Hiramu? I mean, what have I been saying all this time about Subaru and Juna's interactions with each other? That I swear I feel something more is going on between them? Is Hiramu gonna be actually getting into what I truly believe about Subaru and Juna? That there is something more there between them?
日高くんですか？頭もいいし真面目だしいい子だと思います。
ああ、いや、そういうことではなくて。
以前怪我をさせたことですか？本当にごめんなさい。私償うためなら何だってします。
Oh, I was trying to think when Juna hurt him. When she said that, I'm like, what? When? But no, during the first game when the robot fell on him. That's what she's referring to. Because I remember she felt so incredibly guilty about that.
いや、それももうよくってだな。すまない、なんでもない。忘れてくれ。
In some ways, like father, like son, they both get a little flustered.
ダメ、右手と左手が同じ動きになってる。
わかってるんだけど。
言い訳する暇があるなら集中しなさい。
It's like time for some extensive training. It's like, are you ready to actually do this, Akiho? I mean, you're being put through the ringer by your own sister here. Hi, Michi. I wasn't expecting to find you here.
ミッチ、戻ってたんだ。
まあな、それより、あれは何やってんだ？
Training?
特訓だよ。
It's like, I sometimes I just call it. Now that I've gotten a breather here from all the dialogue, that was a lot of dialogue back to back to back to back to back. Now that I've gotten to some narration, I am stopping it here. So, I am so glad that they now have a plan and that, you know, everyone's doing their utmost best to get to where they need to be in order to fight Kimijima again, take him down. So, oh boy, I almost feel like I'm just like maybe like, I don't know, 2 maybe 3 episodes away from ending the game here. So I feel like it's coming close to this to the end of this game. And I'm very much looking forward to how this is all going to go down. Very much so. But of course we have to stop here for now. We'll pick things back up next time with more of Akiho's training. So I hope you all enjoyed watching, and thank you all for watching as well. And if you enjoyed the video and want to see more, like, favorite, and subscribe to become part of the pack. And as always, everyone, I hope you all have a wonderful day or night, wherever you may be.